Okay, we're here on the 2023 KTM 890 Adventure with the new cartridges installed by TracTive in the front forks. This was a 200 millimeter front and back. Now it's a 220 millimeter front and back on the suspension. Gave me a little 20 more millimeters of travel, and set up for my weight. I'm 260 pounds, or actually 265 now. I gained a little bit, but anyway. So I've got the sprung for my weight. The cartridges, I'll show you what the old ones look like here in a minute, and the new rear TracTive shock with all the adjustments, high speed, low speed, compression, dampening, and preload. Up here we have preload adjustment and rebound and compression, fully adjustable on the front forks by TracTive. Oh, it rides totally different. And here's the old the old cartridges that came out of the out of it. This was the travel right in here is where you're looking at your travel. What actually makes it wherever it bottoms out was 200 millimeters, and the other is 220. So I had more travel there. The springs I noticed were a little bit in bigger diameter, which this had a lot of play in there, so you know it's not gonna hit. They don't hit nothing. So, and the other ones are a little bit bigger, and they're the ones that I've got in there. They're closed cartridges. And people say, how much longer are the springs? Well, it's the overall, or it's the travel that makes your, and it does set it up a little more because you have more travel, so you're going to have more height, about 20 millimeters. Actually, it's so we've got the travel that I've got on that, the 220 from 200 millimeter. This is the old KTM Adventure. They only have the compression and rebound on this, and so you can't make any other adjustments besides that. Can't mess with the preload or nothing. So you're just up that special creek without a paddle if you're weigh a little more than what the bike's spec'd out to be on the springs. So we're going to test this out, and there's some. Make sure see if it's still. I guess it's still videoing. I hope. It looks like it's blinking. Crazy GoPro. So we're going to test this suspension out, and we'll see how this bike going to do on the farm here. I got a couple little washed out places. Got a little dip that should be able to show up a little bit. Let's just go ahead and get going on this. And yeah, I am a little bit kind of flat footing one foot and on the ball of my other foot. See, I can do like that, and then the ball of the foot. So it's up, it's more. It's not, believe me, I sit on the 890 Adventure R. Nice, huh? And the 890 Adventure R is supposed to be recording the light blinking there. I guess it saves battery, no feedback, seeing what's going on. Now touching the screen, and then next thing you know how GoPros are. So we're going to test this out. Boy, this feels so much lighter on my feet than the 890 Adventure R. Actually, this suspension, riding between the two, the 890 Adventure R, now that is softer by the Touareg. It's definitely softer. ride. It's more plush off-road, by a little bit, not a whole lot. Now this, what I've noticed, you know, especially for an example, hitting a bump like this. Now this is pretty good. This is pretty good little bump here. Well, before I was, you know, hitting close to the end of the travel right there, and it's like nothing. You know, it's just like a little rock, and it's a pretty good sized ledge. You know, it's probably not really doing the rims much good by slamming into something like that, but that just shows you how well this suspension is to the old and taking bumps off-road. So, and yeah, I got it on off-road good. But believe me, you put it on rally mode, it's kind of hits and jerks quite a bit. You know, the throttle is a little more sensitive. Yeah, so yeah, now if it wasn't so green, well, this is Kentucky. You know, it is the bluegrass state. Wow, I don't remember anybody going through here left that chain off there. Good thing it wasn't windy. It blowed the gate open. Just push it open. Oh well. Well, it's down in the. It goes drops down in that hole right there. You have to really push it to get it off. Good thing the cattle's not on this side, rubbing their back. Oh. Anyway, so let's get in a good habit and pull the chain on it. A little bit of the angle that you can see. Wow. Throwing my foot down on the lower side, so it's a little bit of a difference, but that bike is so feels so light on top. The lower center of gravity, that's what that bike's all about. Yeah, and now if that was on the 1290, I almost lost it. A 1290 Adventure R. This sets up about the same. Seat height is about the same now on this. Yeah. All right. On my foot. Now, before I put them on, throwing my foot down on that lower end, no big deal. Now, I can tell I'm a little taller, but the bike is a little taller, but you know, I got about a 32 inch inseam. So actually I'm 31, but I can't find 31 pants. And 30-inch inseam, well, you know, I'll walk around like Michael Jackson when I got white socks on. So this is it's kind of rough. You know, there's a little trench right through there. Well, the cattle, they walk down through here. Just mowed this a week ago, a little over a week ago. And anyway, we go down through here, and before, I felt everything through my wrist. Was not fun. I did not like it. Now we're going to hit this right here. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Let's hit this right here. Before it was like, oh, I knew I hit that. See, this is a world of difference. It doesn't feel. I don't hate to say it. I'm glad to say it. Between this and the Aprilia, this is a little more controlled because of my weight. You know, I felt like the Aprilia Chlorag was really wallowy. Now, if I was lighter, it probably wouldn't be so wallowy. I just need to bring it to my weight probably. Now see this dip right here? Nothing. Nothing. Before I was like, oh, well, that's like really could feel. I don't want to. That's why it's always good to put these on off-road throttle. Down that curve, there's a little tweak, and then you're on your side, and you got to stand up. But anyway, now this has got a hole right here. I mean, it is. Look at that. I mean, it doesn't come close to bottoming out, but I'm sure it's moving. But I never have felt it yet. Now the stock ones, yes, I hit that, and my wrist would need a break. I didn't think it off-road it. That's a little rough right there. That's really, actually it's really rough. If I sit down, I'm not bad. I wouldn't be sitting down. I wouldn't be sitting down on the other shocks, the other forks in the shock. There they all are. How you doing? The cattle. And so that was the rough spots. And see, before I would probably be talking a whole lot about that. That's a dip right there. It's night and day difference. I want to gather up a bunch of hay, straw, hay or grass. I want to bunch it up under there between my exhaust and my bash plate. That would be a fire. But anyway, so this 890 Adventure is a whole nother beast. It's at a whole nother level off the road. And on the twisties, there's no dive on the front end. None. Let's go back down through this again. All right. Now, this is a good nothing. I mean, what is it? I mean, it's great. It is a big difference. It's kind of in comparison, like with the 1290 Adventure R with that WP suspension that's on it. It's really great. It's a comparison to it, but this is a lot lighter, so it's not going to need, what is it, 48 millimeter diameter or something like that. 38 millimeters. This is 30. Well, I forgot what it is. 43 and 48, 45. I forgot what the diameter of the forks are, but you know, you're not going to need it. It's a whole lot lighter bike. I mean, you know, if you want the suspension of the 890 Adventure R, yeah, you know, you're going to have to, you know, I mean, you're talking about making big jumps, like maybe coming up here and landing over there somewhere. Well, I can't really do that. I'm going to end up having to stop before I go through my neighbor's fence. So, you know, and but in this is just, it's so good. I mean, it is so good. It is so much different than before. I was skeptical. Then after I rode it, I was still more skeptical when I had the other suspension. Like here, nothing. I mean, I know it's there, but yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta get a little air. Anyway, but I mean, I'm not the best off-roader, but I can definitely tell seat of my pants and the jerking of my wrist. That's no longer slamming into it, you know, like wham, you know. Yeah. So, I mean, there you have it. I mean, it's so different. It is so different. I mean, this is a really big hole. I mean, this is a hole. Nothing. Nothing. Oh. Anyway. Yeah. Also the weight, my pants are kind of, which is a good thing. Now here's now like this is a hole. You can see it. Look at that. I mean, it's great. Before I was like, oh, and hitting those holes, those sunk sinkholes. Yeah, it's sort of like a sinkhole. Little sink spot. Like here's one here. There's nothing now. It's just like out, absent. It's like it just floats over. So, go down this again. Now this is really, really steep. This is steeper than you think. You let off of it, you got too much engine braking, you're just going to slide down, and that's a hole right there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Hey. Some walnuts. Oh yeah, I hit some walnuts the other day. It was a good thing I was standing up because I was fishtailing around. Hit a bunch of them. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going a little bit fast out here, especially going across here. Now this is way different. Way different. I gotta do that again. Way different than before. Yeah, now these are like little tabletops. Yeah. I mean, it's just so different. It's so different. Yeah, it just floats over it. Do I recommend TracTive suspension? Yes. Especially over the stock suspension that's on the 890. Now, yeah, if you're gonna, I mean, this would jump over logs. I mean, you know, clear logs. Yeah, you're probably gonna need another 20 millimeters. Talking about, you know, the WPs for people that want to, you know, just want to just jump over logs. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see why this couldn't do it. You know, I just don't want to tear my bike up. You know. I didn't rent it to tear it up. I shouldn't do that either, even if I was renting it. I bought it not to tear it up. So, and see that? Like it's so controllable. It's like I don't have to do anything. Just point and shoot. Yeah, like that. Oh yeah. A big difference. Yeah. Used to the wheel coming up, but you know, it lights them up. No problem at all whatsoever. No problem. Yes, the TracTive suspension is a game changer on this thing. It's like the Norden 901 2022, the first generation of the 2022, the one that had the 220 millimeter suspension travel. That's what this is. But there's no nagging complaint of that rear shock. No bottoming out. I mean, I'm 260 pounds, 265, okay. I'm trying to say I'm lighter than I am. And so, there you have it. TracTive suspension. Ted Porter's Beamer Shop. Those guys are great. You know, you just call them and tell them what. Well, maybe they don't want to do. You got the information on the website. You can fill out your weight and all that. Talk to them, but I just had to call. I had a question. Next thing you know, I'm set up. They're sending me the suspension. Oh, man, yeah. Not that I wanted to put my foot in that. You know what it was. But I'm still recording. Yeah. I mean, well, Apex WP is what I meant to say. They have the world, yeah, the WP Explorers, what I meant to say. That's on the 890 Adventure R. These are the WP Apex. Now it's with the TracTive cartridges and complete TracTive rear shock with all the adjustments. Perfect. I'll tell you what, it is so close to the Touareg. That Touareg is good. I mean, no doubt. The 660 Aprilia Touareg is good. But on the road, me at 260 plus pounds, good thing I don't have gear. The Walloway at a whole nother front end dive. You know, going around a curve, it's like, first time I went around a curve, it's like, oh, well, what's that? Because especially if you got used to riding that, and it had, but it did have some dive with the even with the lower 200 millimeter. Actually, more dive. I had more dive, probably because of my weight, with the stock Apex cartridges than I do with the more travel TracTive forks, because it's holding my weight where it needs to be. It's just letting the suspension do this, not like that wallowy effect, you know. No, I'm not gonna do it. I don't like it. I didn't like that. You know, I bought this because, well, it looks better to me. It just has a much stealthier look, and you know, it's really good. You know, even these. I need to pull my pants off. I was expecting something out of that, and nothing happened. Yeah, it's good. It's really good, really good. So, you know, when you're on gravel, it's best to stand up. Found that out so many times. Because your bike goes this way, and you're just going to go over most of the times. Alright. I didn't put this one out here. Now, I'm over a trench. Now, I am tippy-toeing, but this is a trench. Now, when I stop here on the, where am I at? When I stop here on the 1290 Adventure R, you know, those places are scary. But then again, it's not because the height on this, seat height between this on the 1290 Super Adventure R. What is that bike? Oh, gosh, I'm so used to seeing this there. I used to park it over there. But anyway, yeah. Now, So, well, it's still recording. Yeah, it's blinking, it's recording. It should be. So there you have it. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just, you know, this is fun. This is so when I'm taking off out of the driveway, I feel like I'm just on a cloud. But my weight, maybe I was lighter, stay that way. When I head back there to those washouts and those places, that keeps me more stable. When I hit it, I feel it, but it's catching up with what's going on and holding me level. This one, I'm doing like, I feel like I'm on a boat for just a little bit, but it's keeping me there, but I'm heavier. Probably need to change springs if I keep this. It's a good bike. This thing is so fun. The motor's what I love. That 270 crank, you just can't beat it. This is a little notchier, a little bit, but it's smooth, really good. This one, it seems like you got to keep it above 3 grand to be in the smooth zone. It just does this. It's just got so much torque. It's so massive. It's so fun. But anyway, and in comparison, they're both, this is on the center stand, looks taller, of course. But the seat height's about the same as that now, which we know that the seat height with the stock seat, not the rally seat that's on these 1290s, we know that they are lower than the 890 Adventure R. In comparison now with this, that almost feels the same. When I'm sitting on this, flat footing, well, about, you know, right now, I have the, yeah, I'm more flat footing because I do need to crank the preload up on it a little bit. Now, if I crank the preload on, they're almost identical. We know the seat height on this and this are pretty much the same now, because I went up a little bit. And there's 20 more millimeters of travel, and I got more ground clearance. It looks good. It looked like to me this was really, you know, this was up there about this. I measured this from this on this rim, so now the rim's down here instead of rim up here. This up here, it looks dimensionally like it's supposed to. And it does what I like to do on off-road. And the twisties and the handling is superb. It's way better. It handles the twisties, oh well, way better than this. If I'm taking this on a road trip, if I'm traveling on a road trip, this you know, this can really haul you from here to California. And I'm in the big KY, so, but this one, can do the same. Probably can do the same. You're gonna be a little more comfortable on the highway, of course. But if you're going through in town, the suburbs, commuting, the twisties, off-road, now I probably need a little more aggressive tires, maybe. They're pretty good, but maybe like that. But these are noisy. Excuse me. Too much coffee, too much caffeine. These are really noisy. Oh gosh, they're so noisy. And this is really smooth. It's really good. And after I put this on here, yeah, no more head buffeting, helmet buffeting as before. And so there you have it. 890 Adventure, non-R, base model. Now should be. And I got the rally pack. Should be called it's a sport rally pack, maybe RS, rally sport rally. I don't know, but it's not. You know, the R is up there, and yeah, it's right on. Perfect. The suspension is dialed in so good. When I ride that, you know, I can take anything. I get down the creek and stuff like that, you know. Hey, man, I don't know. This is focused for the road, just like this is. It can do. No, not as good off-road. But when I even go to get some gas in that thing, man, as soon as I hit the road, I'm ready to get off the road. It's good, but this is it. This right here is so many times have been my go-to bike for the road or for the trail, farm, wherever. It's, it's what I've done to make it a better machine. And TracTive suspension from Ted Porter's Beamer shop. Done the job.